Hey, hey, hey. Welcome back, everybody. It's Witchy
Mm.
Wednesdays.
Woo!
Nikki. And we have us a special guest on the show tonight, Lunar Eve. Everybody say hello to Lunar Eve.
Hey now.
I should have my little, where are my, they changed up the back end. And so I have to figure out where everything's at. But, anyways, welcome back, everybody. If you are new here, I am Carrie Anthony, and this is Nikki. Hello,
Where?
your turn.
Oh, okay.
Well, did you
Say
hear
it
me?
again.
Nikki
Nope.
Chevelle.
And Lunar, introduce
And
yourself.
Lunar Eve. I'm Lunar Eve, everybody. Good to meet all of you.
And we are your local witches.
Yes.
So it's been a while since we've been on. If you are new here, hello, welcome, subscribe, like, follow, share, do all the things. If you're returning, we want to say thank you. I know we've been gone for a little over a year, and for a variety of reasons, life is lifing, but we're back, and we're gonna have some new faces as well as some family, some old family, some OGs like Nikki. And tonight, I would like to talk about rebirth. Conveniently, since we've been gone for quite a while, let's talk about rebirth and what that means in the world of spirituality and how it can look different for different people. And Lunar, you've recently returned to the content creation business or the world of content creation, right?
Yes. Yeah. I've been
What
on a
does
bit of a break. I was
yeah.
focused.
What
I was
does
with my grandkids a lot, but now I'm not. So,
so you coined yourself, what is it? The something granny?
oh,
What kind of
the
granny are
naughty,
you?
the naughty BBW granny, or the naughty
The naughty
BBW
granny.
cougar. Yeah.
That's epic. That is epic. Nikki, what does rebirth look like for you?
You know what?
Hello.
I was about to say something real crazy.
Go ahead and say it. I mean, as long as it's YouTube friendly. What's up, Rabio?
I was about to say, me coming back out of my mother's vagina again. That's what it looks like for me. Um,
Nikki. Nikki. Nikki.
but those things can never happen. One, I'm 40 years old, and two, my mother is deceased. That's not gonna happen. Um, But rebirth is to me is when you die to yourself, your old self, and you emerge from the ashes and things of that nature, of the old way of the old thought patterns and uh, ways that kept you either in where you were procrastinating all the time or spiritually stagnant or anything of that nature. That's what it means to me.
Yeah. For me, it's like when you either divorce yourself from a certain idea or change your perspective and decide to, like, for me, I am in my rebirth because I've spent so much time in like these big groups of people, and now I've realized that less is more, and I'd rather have quality over quantity. And so that rebirth looks different for me because it's, rebirthing into a different environment and also physically into a different environment because I've moved and my new neighborhood is very different than my old neighborhood. And so, like, that rebirth is just like I just came out of somebody else's vagina, like, except there was no labor and delivery.
You know, easy peasy.
Easy peasy. So let me ask you this. As you're navigating through this new space, what are some things that you keep from the past? You know what I mean? Like some elements about yourself that you keep so that you're still authentically you and stay grounded. That makes sense? Did that make any sense at all?
What comes along and what do you leave?
Right. For me, I
Luna can
leave
go
behind
first.
negativity. Oh, go ahead, Lunar. Go ahead, Lunar.
Huh? I just basically keeping it real with myself, keeping it honest with myself, not fooling myself into I'm actually going to be okay with this down the road. Everything I do has to have a purpose to it and has to have, that I'm okay with it. I don't care what the rest of the world thinks, it's what I think of it. Um, and that was something that I didn't used to do. I used to always be the people pleaser, and I had to learn to do what I wanted to do in that effect. So,
Facts. Same here. I definitely, and if you'd have asked me last year or any time before last year, I'd have fought to the death. I am not a people pleaser, but I was a people pleaser and I sacrificed myself in so many situations to the point that I didn't even recognize myself. And for me, rebirth was like no longer people pleasing as well. So I'm piggybacking off of you, Lunar. No longer people pleasing my like other people, but also like really taking the time and effort to please myself. What are the things that I want? And so like 2024, I didn't go to any adult shows. None. Not a one. I didn't care if it was in DC, New Jersey, wherever it was. I didn't go. And it had nothing to do with the show itself. It just had to do with the fact that for me, I needed to be in a more positive space and a environment that allows me to persevere and grow and evolve. And so now going forward in this, rebirth era is making sure that I'm in spaces where I'm valued and where I'm treated properly and also for myself creating healthy boundaries, but also standing on business when those boundaries are crossed. And that's something I've not been very good about. I've always been like, "Oh, to keep the peace." Fuck the peace, man. Now it's about, being an advocate for myself
yeah, and
because in
keeping
the
some of
end,
your peace.
everybody else wasn't at peace. Exactly. Because I would sacrifice my own peace thinking it was going to make everything all right and it still would be chaotic and fucked up. So it's like what was I really doing that for?
Right.
It was dumb. Dumb. People pleasing. We're breaking up with people pleasing this year. 2025.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm happy. Like I'm in this I just went to so my new neighborhood is very cutesy, demure, and posh. And so there's this spot a couple blocks away where they have this it's kind of like a happy hour. And so they've got like food and they've got a bar you can buy drinks. And then they, everybody, gets together and the speaker starts the conversation, then everyone just starts sharing and it's an open dialogue about, whatever's happening in the community or just general life topics. And it was such an amazing experience. Of course, I've had a couple of drinks, so tipsy, but I did that so that I would be able to absorb the experience and really have a good takeaway. And so it was
Yeah.
very uh very inspiring to be honest. So I was like, yeah, that's going to be great for
Yeah,
great
that
content,
was
great
really interesting.
things for it was very interesting. Yeah, it was a safe space to be vulnerable and to just for me it was like one I haven't really gone anywhere. 2024 I really didn't go anywhere. So I was like, all right, 2025 I'm getting out. That's it. I'm going to experience things. I'm going to allow myself to interact with people cuz I've been isolated and a recluse and just, nurturing my soul. But beyond that, it was like being in a room with all these different people that everyone, looked different and came from different backgrounds and different experiences and different environments, but yet our stories were so similar. To feel like I wasn't alone was like, how is this even possible? So it was a
Mhm.
huge, like, eye-opening experience for me. So I'm happy. My rebirth looks like a baby. Spank my butt. So let's talk about some other witchy things. And Nikki, I want to do some manifestations and affirmations. Did we lose Nikki?
So I'm gonna let you in on something I've been doing. I've been using Chat GPT
What do you
for
think I'm on right now?
affirmations and um, things of that nature, and it's helped a great deal for me. Um, Definitely puts you in a different mind frame. Excuse my ice maker; it's making an appearance. Um,
Hello, ice maker.
but yeah, I've been using Chat GPT to be honest.
So what is something that you've put into Chat GPT and what has it told you?
Um, now you asking me to. I know I did put something in one time uh, about. I did my birth chart, and I did affirmations that would tie into my birth chart, and it was interesting. Very
Wow.
so.
Your
Um,
birth chart? I never thought about doing that. What's up, Jason?
yep. So that's what I did.
I just put in there um we're discussing rebirth, manifestation and affirmations. It says Awaken and Align, a podcast on rebirth, manifestations and affirmations. Join us as this is not what I wanted, but we'll just read it just because. Join us as we explore the power of starting fresh, turning intentions into reality, and harnessing the transformative energy of affirmations. Through insightful discussions, personal stories, and actionable tips, this podcast will inspire you to embrace your journey of growth, manifest your desires, and affirm the life you deserve. Perfect for anyone seeking clarity, empowerment, and a renewed sense of purpose, which actually that was pretty accurate. So I guess it wasn't so bad after all. Maybe the question should be give me 10 bullet points for this episode. I'm such a cheater. Defining rebirth. Rebirth is understanding the concept of starting anew in life and its significance in personal growth. The power of manifestation, how to clarify your desires and align your energy to attract them. The science behind affirmations, exploring how positive statements can rewire your mindset for success. That is so powerful. I've noticed that instead of looking at things from like a negative perspective, I try to like force myself into a positive mind frame and it
Mhm.
changes the I don't know if it changes the outcome, but it usually ends up more positive only because I have put myself into the mindset of like, okay, so for instance, when I moved into this apartment, it's up 5 flights of stairs. Now, I'm a big girl, okay? I'm teetering on 260, maybe 265 pounds, right? Going up 5 flights of stairs is no joke, okay? I get to the 3rd floor and I'm like, I stop and I look at the next 2 sets of stairs and I'm like, fuck, was I thinking? But the rest of the apartment is beautiful. I love it. There's like everything that I wanted. The only issue was the stairs. And I thought to myself, okay, I can end up in a place that I don't want to be in just to get out of where I was, not to have stairs, or I can accept that I'm going to be in this space. And the spin that I gave was that it's going to help me get in shape. It offers me some sort of cardio. And so that's the way that I've been looking at it, instead of being like, I hate the stairs. I hate the stairs. Now I'm like, the stairs are my friends. The stairs are going to help me get at least a little bit of exercise. So, what is something that you do, Lunar, to change your mind frame on something that normally you would have a negative feeling or opinion or approach? What is something that you do to like change your mind frame?
Oh, well, I actually had an experience recently. Back in September, actually. I actually had to live in a pop-up camper for a month. Uh, it was
A pop-up
interesting.
camper?
Yeah, yeah. As I went to move into an apartment, and we got ripped off by the landlord, and didn't have the money then, so didn't have the money to go to a hotel, so we had to move into my sister's pop-up camper for a month. But the upside of it is we had a pop-up camper to live in, and we were at the resort. So we were at a nice resort that had a pool, it had shower house, it had farm animals, we had everything we needed right there, and we stayed there for 2 weeks and went to another resort for 2 weeks. And that one had a river, so it was an interesting experience, and it was a little leaky. It was cold and damp at times. And, it could be easy to get upset over something like that. At the same time, it was a blessing because we were able to camp. We hung out, and we had what a lot more than a lot of people would have had in that circumstance. Where put your
True.
money into an apartment just to have the person take off with the money. And then you have to move into a leaky pop-up camper. But it was great. We had a coffee pot, we had a mini fridge, we had a microwave, we had fishing, we go play horseshoes if we wanted. The second resort, we met another couple that live in their pop-up camper and travel around full time and had a blast. And it was a way of looking at the positive side of something. Yeah, it was leaky. Yeah, especially it rained for the whole week, the whole 1 week. At the same time, it was beautiful. We got to wake up listening to the birds. It's clean
Oh
air.
yeah.
It was different, and we got to see some insight on each other a lot more too, on our own resilience, and how can we make this work, and it was a lot of fun. Instead of being something negative, it was a real.
Speaking of
I took it as a
camping,
really positive experience.
speaking of camping, I gotta tell you guys a story from the Cam house. So we have Francesca bring this tent, right? And we set up the tent in the backyard because we were gonna do these videos where you'd have to see them on another platform because they were not for YouTube. But anyways, so we shot a couple of the videos and then we just left the tent back there. And so one day we were like, "Where's Lunar?" And everybody was like, "I don't know, where's Lunar at?" And I'm like, "I don't know, where is Lunar?" And then all of a sudden, you look out the kitchen window and you see the little tent. So this girl comes in all looking like she does now, this big grin on her face, and she's just like a all shy and everything, like. And then somebody went to go get to the tent, and they were like, "Oh my god, it smells like booty in here," and I'm like, "Booty," and they were like, and I said, "Lunar." Were you being bad in the tent? I just thought she was out there, maybe smoking or, I didn't know what she was doing. But then it was like, oh, that's what you were doing. And she was just like, so yeah. And Francesca, she she made me pay for the tent. She was so pissed. She was like, y'all are doing that in here? Yeah. That was fun. Fun times. We never actually used the tent to camp, by the way. Nikki, you're looking
No.
beautiful. Smile. Can we get a smile, please? Oh my gosh. There you go. There's that innocent grin. We can't hear you because you
What
muted
I am
yourself.
innocent. What you mean? I am innocent.
Whatever. You're
Oh,
innocent. Must
yes.
I Myrtle Beach?
Murder Beach and had a ball, but I didn't
I
do nothing
said,
crazy.
I said, Nikki, come back with some content. She was like, no problem. I'm gonna do that, ma'am. No problem. I talked to
That's how
her.
much
I
fun
said,
we
how much
had.
content? I said, Nikki, how much content did you get? You were like, any content? You were like,
None.
but I had a good time.
Absolutely none. Nobody
But I had a
had any fun.
blast.
But that's the content. Woo,
If you
child.
didn't catch it on camera, it didn't happen.
Well, guess what? It didn't happen. Those that were
Yes, it
there,
did.
those that know, know. Those that don't, it sucks to be you.
If you know, you know.
Hmm.
I heard that. Them be some good
But we
times.
gonna be we gonna be back in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, talk about it a little bit. Hold on, let me get you
March
on
the
the
20th through the
screen
25th.
here. I got to figure out how to do this again.
Oh Lord. March 25th, March the 20th through the 25th, 2025. We will be back in Myrtle Beach. It's the Razzle Dazzle Kickback. And basically it's just like a grown kickback for dates. um, we're going to do Friday is Roman rooms and the pajama party, where you wear regular pajamas. And we're going to have everybody has a room. You know, they decorate their room, and we go to the different rooms, have fun. Saturday is the '70s theme party, um, and the rest of the days we chilling, getting to know each other, just cooling, playing games, going out, exploring Myrtle Beach, all of the things. So follow Razzle Dazzle Weekend on Instagram, for more info.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you read tarot cards, correct?
I do.
Hmm. You've read my cards a couple of times. You've
Yep.
been pretty accurate, I'd say. I'm gonna need to get a reading. So you do tell us how you can get a reading.
Um.
Are you
Well,
available to do readings? Like, are you still doing
not right
those?
now. Not right now. Cause I'm going through my own cleansing and getting myself together
Spiritual
spiritually like
awakening.
that. So not right now, but I will be. I'll be back
Okay.
when I get released to come back spiritually. So
Ooh.
yeah,
Okay.
once
Well, tarot
once
readings
I'm
are on
released,
hiatus.
then yeah.
Is it something where we could pay your bail?
Nah, you
Do we
can't
pay
get.
your bail and they release you?
Nah, I wish it
Do
was
we need
that
to
easy.
do we
I
need to
wish
do
it
a
was that
Nikki
easy.
let Nikki out GoFundMe?
Look, I wish it was that easy. Come here, Smoochie.
Oh my gosh, show us Smoochie, my furfew. Smoochie.
Oh,
He's so cute.
Say hello.
Smoochie. Well, you can get a
Greetings,
reading from
beautiful people.
Smoochie.
You
We
know,
should
hey,
get
that is
Smoochie his
so
own tarot
absolutely
card,
cute. That is so
Smoochie.
cute.
a little witch outfit.
Yes, it
He ain't
is.
going for that shit.
Child.
He'll chew up the
I
broom,
went
spit it
I
out.
went and got him a harness, right? And it said small.
Mhm.
I got that thing. I said, honey, well, okay, well, maybe we're not a small. All right. Maybe we a medium. I said, Smoochie, you a BBW now? You just. Because I don't know what this is. This is not.
Smoochie is the new I Heart BBW mascot. Oh, that's what I could do. I could make him a little sweater.
Oh, boy. You ready for, you
I'm
want
gonna
a
send
sweater?
him an I Heart BBW. Yeah, Smoochie. So Lunar, tell us a little bit about oh the time we found the goat's head in Lunar's room and the whole house was like freaking out. And she was like, "This is just something for like a ritual or whatever." And I was like, "Stop. Don't say nothing else. You can choose the right to remain silent at this moment." The more you say
Yeah.
those words, it becomes scarier and scarier. And a lot of people like it's not that much different than like sage and the different herbs and things that you burn. Um, what was it that you were talking about, Nikki? It wasn't sage, but there was something you're supposed to burn that helps like ward off negative
You can
spirits.
do Palo Santos.
Oh yeah,
Do
Palo
that.
Santos.
Mm, um, you could. I mean, you
What
could
can
burn.
you burn
You
to
could
like
burn
bring money?
herbs. You can burn herbs. So like, there's if you look up different herbs and the meaning, the spiritual meaning of the herbs, you can burn them. Like let's see, um, something off the top of my head. Nah, shoot. Baileys, Baileys. You could burn those. Um, what else? And that could be. You can use Baileys for abundance, prosperity. Um, you can use Baileys for a whole lot of things. But you write what your intentions or whatever it is that you want on the bay leaf, and then you burn it. Say a little prayer and
Okay.
things as you burn it. So
Roman, I don't know what you're talking about. But stay on topic.
uh,
Burn some sage, bro. Burn some sage. We're happy you're back though. For real, for real. What are some things that you do in your day to day lunar that is witchy?
It's witchy. Uh, I do a lot of things in threes. Um, as I usually cinch it up, like I don't know, like when I would be if I'm walking down the street, I'll count three cracks at a time in the sidewalk. It's a way of I don't know tying things around myself like a visual aid. Of keeping my energy tight, keeping it close when I'm out and about. Um, as you encounter a lot of people with different energies, and you don't want to take on too much of theirs. Um,
I thought you weren't supposed to step on the crack.
I
I
don't.
thought if you step on the crack, you break your mama's back.
Yep, I step over them.
Oh,
Yep.
okay, okay. I thought you meant you step like on every third
No,
crack.
no, I step over them. I
I was like,
count them in
dang, your mom
three.
is over there like, ugh, ugh,
Yeah, no, I
stop
just
stepping on
count.
the
I do them in
crack.
threes though. When I step over, I'll go 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's just a little thing I've been doing since I was a little girl, and it works, especially if I'm trying to focus my energy, because it makes me focus on the numbers. And yeah, it's one of those
That
strange
reminds me
little
of like
things.
it. That reminds me of like the superstition of like don't split the pole.
Oh yeah, that
When you're
too.
walking with someone, you're not supposed to split the pole.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's about. What's the meaning behind that?
If you split the pole, you can split the energy between the two of you. You can split your connection.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So a lot of times now, if it's just a small thing, I'll just like smack the pole and cancel it out and be like, nope, not today. But otherwise,
Oh,
I've actually
wow.
grabbed
Not
people that I'm
today,
walking with
bro.
and pull them back around. I'm like, nope, don't split the pole. And we just laugh it off and then go. But yeah, we try not to split the pole. My dad always called it stupid stitions. He'd say, but I still follow them.
Yeah. Nikki, what are some superstitions that you've practiced or, you know, that you've
Sitting on the
encountered
throne
in
with
your.
somebody sweet your feet. Uh,
So what does that mean? If someone sweeps your feet, what does that mean?
it, I've heard so many meanings, but the one I've heard the most is you won't get married. So yeah, like something about you won't get married and things of that nature. So yeah, it's one of them.
What
Um,
if you don't want to get married? Sweep your feet.
hey. Then don't spit on me then. Shit, just let us sweep your feet. You know, sweep away, baby. I also heard that it can sweep away your finances. Um,
Ooh, don't sweep my
yeah.
feet. I'm
Especially,
holding on tight.
especially if another
I'm
witch
holding on
sweeps
tight.
your feet.
um,
Ooh.
uh, what else? What's another one? Child.
So
I think that's pretty much
superstitions are
it.
beliefs or practices that are based on fear, ignorance, or a belief in magic. Say that again.
I said I can't think of nothing else right now.
We'll make that an entire episode. I love talking about superstitions. Like if you break a mirror, you have bad luck for 7 years. I must have broke a lot of mirrors in my life. I've had a lot of bad luck. Also, to be honest, I've made a lot of bad choices. So I don't know if all of it was bad luck and more or less just reaping the consequences of my poor choices. As you get older, things look differently. You have a different perspective of what's a poor choice and what's just bad luck.
Come on.
So, oh man, schmoochy. Superstitions is a good topic of conversation because superstitions are different for different people in different regions of the world. I have a friend that's like from Cuba and she's superstitions for everything. A black cat, the wind blowing in a certain way, when the sun, like everything, when the sun turns this color, like everything means something. And I'm just like, okay, it's too much to remember, but okay.
Mm.
Smoochie boochie. Well, it has been fantastic reuniting with you ladies. And
Yes.
I look forward to doing more Witchy Wednesdays. We have more people that are going to join us in the future. Anita
Good.
Valentina and my lovely friend, the she does like sex therapy and stuff like that too. So, Lisa,
Yes.
Nikki, we talked to her in the Discord. By the way, we do have a Discord channel. If you're interested, leave a comment down in the comments and I will send you the link for our Discord channel. It's kind of dry. It's been abandoned for a minute. Might have a little cobweb here or there, but we're working on rebuilding and bringing it back because we have a productivity space where you can come in there and it's a good space if you have questions about content creation, or we do have a channel for witchy stuff. All things. We lost Lunar. All the things you can go to our Discord channel. Also, make sure that you follow us on social media. And that is iHeartBBWCOM on pretty much everything except TikTok. On TikTok, it's iHeartBBWCOM. BBWCOM and the number 3. So thank you so much for joining us, Nikki and Smoochie. Thank you, Lunar. Everybody say what's
Yep.
up?
Say,
Smoochie, Smoochie, our resident mascot. You're looking so
say,
so
well,
cute, so handsome.
I'm a razzle dazzle mascot. That's my first
Oh,
job. And I could be an honorary member. Okay, yes.
Oh yeah, you're King Razzle Dazzle. He's so like,
Child.
oh
Spoiled.
please.
Rotten. That's
Yes,
what he is.
spoiled,
Rotten.
rotten.
And thank you
Yes.
for
Thank you
something.
guys so much for watching. You guys next Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Maybe some of these same faces will return. Maybe we'll have some new ones. But nonetheless, we'll see you next week. Next week, we're going to talk about superstitions. I think that's a great topic. Let's get
sounds
some hearts
good.
in there. Luna, you can get, oh, she's holding her phone. So
I gotta
she's
have
like, I
one.
can't give you the heart. I only got, here, I'll give you the other half. There you
There
go.
you go.
All right, guys. See you guys next Wednesday. Love you. Bye.